Welcome to Tech News Briefing. It's Tuesday, June 13th. I'm Zoe Thomas for The Wall Street Journal. The Federal Trade Commission has sought a temporary restraining order to block Microsoft from buying video game publisher Activision Blizzard for $75 billion. The regulator has said the deal would give Microsoft too much control over the gaming industry. The order still needs a judge's approval to prevent the companies from finalizing the deal next month. With me to discuss this is our reporter Dave Michaels, who covers financial enforcement. Dave, this isn't the first step that the FTC has taken to block Microsoft's purchase of Activision. So what's gone down so far?
Well, the FTC previously, back in December, filed a formal challenge of the transaction in what is called administrative court, which is a special in-house court that the Federal Trade Commission has to adjudicate matters like disputed mergers and acquisitions.
So why has it taken this latest step?
Well, when the FTC first challenged the Microsoft Activision deal, there didn't appear to be the urgency at the time for the FTC to go into court and ask a federal judge to grant a restraining order or an injunction that would halt the companies from closing. It looked like the companies were going to allow the government investigations or lawsuits to play out and see who won before they closed. But time has passed, and Microsoft Activision has cleared review in a bunch of jurisdictions, including the European Union, and conditions have changed a little bit. So the FTC has apparently judged that they need to go into court and seek an order that would stop the deal from closing so that it could get through that in-house proceeding.
And where do things stand with that in-house proceeding? Have they started yet?
Well, you can kind of just think of it as a lawsuit, and the papers are flying back and forth, but the hearing is not scheduled until August. So that hearing in August will take time, and then it'll take the judge a while to issue a decision. His decision could actually then be appealed.
You mentioned that the deal has received some approval in other jurisdictions, including the European Union, but it was also rejected by the UK. So where do things stand for these companies when it comes to this tie-up?
They're still in dispute with governments in the United States and United Kingdom. So it isn't clear that they can close right now, because if they did close, that could have consequences for the business in the UK. So it just looks like this deal is continuing to go through litigation. It's going to be a while before we have any certainty about it in the United States, and perhaps even longer in the United Kingdom.
And what have Microsoft or Activision said about this latest move by the FTC?
Microsoft said they look forward to presenting the case in federal court. So one advantage, if you will, for Microsoft is that in federal court, if the company defeats the FTC, it is likely then that the FTC may drop the in-house proceeding. So the federal court proceeding will happen on a faster timetable. And if Microsoft prevails and the judge says, no, I'm not going to issue an injunction because I do not believe that this deal right now looks to be illegal, that would be bad for the FTC's theory for why it challenged the deal. So in a sense, getting into federal court could provide some clarity about this deal sooner for Microsoft, at least in the United States.
All right, that's our reporter Dave Michaels. And that's it for today's Tech News Briefing. For more tech stories, head over to our website, WSJ.com. I'm Zoe Thomas for The Wall Street Journal. Thanks for listening.